stand for this quick. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, we're good to go. So, this is part 2 of our astromech build, R5-J2. So I'm gonna continue. I'm not going to the skate park like I said before, and the reason for that being is like, I was like, why the hell do I feel so shit today? Like, I feel super crappy and tired, and I couldn't really relate where it came from. And then I realized that I went to bed like let's say 4 a.m. in the morning. Because I had some joints yesterday evening. I had some wine with the wife, and we basically had a good time. We just had a good time, relaxed, and she played some World of Warcraft. I was just looking some YouTube. It was all great, but I completely, for some reason, forgot it, and I felt really tired today, and I couldn't relate why. Must be the joints. Anyway, and then I felt like, yeah, I'm not gonna go to the skate park feeling so super broken. So instead, I'm just gonna do part 2 of the model kit build. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna build the second leg. We built the first one. We're now ready to move on to the left leg. So I'm gonna get the instructions ready, which, let's see if I can put it in. Yep, now we can put it in the light. Earlier today, when we had the daylight still around, for some reason the camera was flipping out and gave us a really weird, funky, I don't know, yeah, I don't know how to say it. It's a weird interlacing issue where the camera starts flickering when there's too much white saturation or coloring in the screen. I don't know what the hell that is all about, but either way, we're gonna continue building. Let's put the camera a bit back. Now it's a bit dark. I'm sorry for that. I bought this new light here, nice light. I thought it's gonna be enough, but it's just not. So again, I'm not a professional model kit builder at all. You guys know that. Huh? Yeah. Love you too. Yeah, I bought him. Sorry, it was my son. He said, "Can I drink my Pepsi?" Once a week, he can have a soda to keep him not getting too fat and too much garbage in his body. So once a week, he can have a soda, which is on the Friday or Saturday evening when you have a movie evening. Then he can watch a movie with my mom and have a soda. Either way, he asked about that. What I want to say is I'm not a professional model kit builder. I'm just a person that really started into model kit building really recently. And yeah, just absolutely loving it. Loving it. It's fantastic. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. Like, for real, it's so perfect. Instead of like just doing brainless stuff, I'm just building cool Star Wars stuff. Way cooler than just browsing the internet. Sorry if you're watching this on the live stream. It's true. It's true, guys. Just get a few model kits. Like, try it out. Go for it. You're gonna love it. So in this here, and I'm gonna go through the whole thing. Now I don't see any of your comments because I can't see what's on the screen. I should have taken my laptop with me, but I literally have no space in my brother's desk. It's a hot garbage here, hot mess. And since it's his room, I just gonna leave things as is because yeah, that's just how things go. It's not my room. And why I'm not in my own room? Well, because my wife's and all my family stuff is there. We have many boxes there from our move from Hong Kong, so definitely don't want to sit there. Either way, doesn't matter. It's okay. We're gonna go to B2. What was it? B2. Oh, B218. So far, this build has been a lot of fun. Definitely a bit more tricky. I think I will be able, without racing it, guys, please bear in mind, without racing it, I think I can build this entire Mastromech in 1/2 hour. I believe Kylo Ren was done in 2 hours, and C3PO I did around 3 hours, but that was my very first time that I actually did a model kit. So Yeah, and of course it goes a bit slower. Let me see. So we got this part here, and then this part interlace like so. So it's like this. Okay. And the more of these kits I will do, the more I get familiar with all these little parts connecting together. And at some point, I might even be able to skip the entire manual. But of course, you need to do quite a few of those builds in order to remember all the little pieces. At least I will have to do that. There's a little piece here, nubby sticking out, so I'm gonna clean it off a little bit. Again, sorry that I think it's maybe also have to do with the black parts. It's just a bit harder to show off on camera. I don't know. But yes, so this is how it goes sometimes on my channel as well. Sometimes like I have 0 videos and then suddenly I have 4 videos on the same day. It's just yeah, just having the time and whatnot. It's just convenience time frame. Either way, I'm getting a lac here, C260. That's in this spruce. You see, I even learned new English words I never heard of before, understood what it is, but these things are called spruces. How I know? Well, I didn't. I just had to learn that. C260, and yeah, it's just a really fun Star Wars related hobby. Absolutely love it. It's, in my opinion, much more fun than just collecting action figures like vintage Star Wars figures, which I absolutely love. But this is just more fun. You're actually doing stuff. You're building it. But with the vintage Star Wars stuff, I like to hunt them. So I actually really like the idea of going to these thrift stores, going to these I don't know, fairs and stuff like that, and try to hunt secondhand Star Wars toys for a very soft price. I love the clicking sound. Really nice, solid kit. You know, a lot of the parts really click really well together, and it's just so satisfying. If you cut out the parts from the spruces and then have it connected up by clicking them into each other and making that really solid connection, there's something about that I just really dig. Okay, gonna get here. For these kits, I do recommend you get a good spruce cutter. I have the Tamiya cutter, which is Tamiya is a Japanese brand for model kit building, and a lot of people praise their cutters, so that's why I got a Tamiya cutter. Some people say they get dull after not too long, and I don't know. It's my first experience into building model kits, so with due time will come knowledge, of course, and experience. So for now, I not much to say, but I'm satisfied with this cutter as it is. But it was quite pricey for a European buying this stuff, which yeah, makes me selling, like, whenever you're in Asia, go to, if you're in Singapore and Hong Kong, because I'm familiar with there, because I lived, of course, in Hong Kong, been to Singapore quite a few times, but yeah, buy the model kits there because you have a lower tax than most other countries in Europe and in the US, and they just have a lot of overstock because it's not as popular as people thought it would be, and there's a lot of overstock that is going on pretty cheap prices. So I got a lot of these kits for really nice prices, like really affordable prices that yeah, just really satisfying prices to actually, like, I would say fair prices. Like, to me, what I paid for, those are the fair prices. Sorry guys, if you tuned in, I can't see your live chat. Sorry about that. But yeah, these kits can run really expensive. I said that a few times before, so don't buy them brand new retail. Look on the many websites that sell stuff, and they always have some of these kits discounted for sale or on sale, or just want to have an overstock they want to get rid of. If you buy them, to be honest, I do like to advocate for model kit shops, but most of the time those prices are a bit higher than premium. Yeah, I know it's their business model. They have to survive of that to keep their store going, but I found that model kit shops are not the cheapest ones to buy your Star Wars kits at. Instead, just go for the toy stores, etc., because those guys need to get rid of those stock when it's not selling. They just try to sell it off for a nice discounted prices, and those are actually the fair prices for these kits. Like I wouldn't pay like 50, 60 US dollar for this kit. I believe somewhere they retail now somewhere between 25 to 35 US dollar. I think this particular R5 kit. I'm not exactly sure, but um I thought they were brand new, a little bit more expensive. A lot of these kits were like in the 40 to 50 US dollar range, which I think is, of course, the quality is there, beautiful. Like it's the same as their Bandai Figure Arts figures. It's same quality, like it's straight up really beautiful high end quality. But I think it's just too expensive to enjoy that kind of hobby then. And then the model kits I automatically will skimp over if they're really in that price. And then I um I just go for the Bandar Figure Arts figures because they have a better resale value loose than a model kit. Tensai unless you're very good at customizing and painting model kits, you can make really nice commission money out of it. But um, which is of course a very small group of the actual builders that can achieve that, because the rest will buy the kits themselves to actually build themselves. So yeah, the market is a bit interesting there. But yeah, retail price for these kits, I think they're too high. Not they're worth, the kits are 100% worth their money. It's really high end stuff, but it's just too high for me. I wouldn't spend that much money on it personally. It's just too much for me. But yeah, that's just me. Everybody has a different opinion, which is fine. Is that's let me see. So 39 and 36. So 39, 36. Okay, these are the lag pieces that I'm gonna assemble, and I'm gonna do that slowly but surely. Um, okay, and what else? Yeah, I'm just really excited to see more Star Wars. I feel there's a bit of a drought at the moment that is actually not good for Star Wars, in all honesty. Like the Star Wars what's it? Star Wars now I forgot the name. I said it earlier today. Now, of course, we've got the Star Wars The Mandalorian TV show coming up, which is going to be epic. A first time live action show. We never expected that, at least never in my life. I expected that ever will happen. I always thought that's is something our dreams made out of. That's never gonna happen. There's just no way Star Wars will go in that route, but it actually happening now, so that's just super dope. I really excited for it. I hope it pans out good and doesn't become like a soap series like the Shield, like even the Avengers, which I absolutely discuss. Same like the Flash and whatnot. I and the Punisher. I don't like those kind of TV shows. That's my personal opinion. Sorry if I hurt your feelings. um not my thing, not my thing. But yeah, I think the Star Wars Mandalorian show can be in really high production value TV show, which I hope. But that is yeah, that is more for the adults, right? It's gonna be more adult orientated. I also want to have my animated series like Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars. Now I know we're getting season 7 of the Clone Wars. I don't know anymore when that's going to be released. I felt like it should have been released already like half a year ago by now, or already been released. Yeah, just prior to the movie, having those like final 6, 7 episodes. Boom. Now, this should be now. Yeah, at least a month already. We should be already in 1 month, 2 months in of Star Wars: The Clone Wars season 7. I don't know why that is still not happening. I think they're way too late with that. I think they're waiting too long. Then we have Star Wars. I keep forgetting it. Jeez. The new animated TV show that has that typical Japanese anime style to it. Resistance. Yeah, Star Wars Resistance. I'm kind of excited for season 3, but it's not like a showstopper for me. It's not like as in like it's like I'm super into it. I like it. I like to watch it. I'm excited for it, but it's on the same level as Star Wars: The Freemakers for me, the Lego TV show, which I like to. But again, hurry up, man! Release that stuff. The movie's coming almost out. We need to have more stuff, more Star Wars stuff. It has to keep going. There's no reason for not having any Star Wars stuff at the moment. There's so much money with Disney, and it just I feel like they're missing the boat a bit with not having anything. I understand that they want to keep like a certain quota, probably like they don't want to overburden everybody with too much Star Wars stuff, but I think most Star Wars fans are completely okay with that, to have much more coming at them at the moment than that's currently happening. I also don't hope that they're gonna release all this stuff at the same time. So we're gonna get and the Mandalorian and the Clone Wars season 7 and Star Wars Resistance all in the same time frame or the same quarter or half year of this year or early next year. Because I think that that's also not good. Just give us just keep the Star Wars fan occupied at all times. They keep buying the merchandise. They keep investing money in Star Wars stuff, and yeah, I think that would be better than not having anything at the moment, especially so close to the release of the new movie. I feel they're really not hyping it up as much, which is a bit worrisome. Why would they not hype up the movie like crazy? And the reason why I also say that is I also just noticed that, you know, looking at the Star Wars show on YouTube, their views dropped quite significantly. Like now I think the last few days I looked at their stats a bit just for interest, and I feel like they're like only hanging around 40, 50,000 views, which is of course a lot, but it used to be way higher, like half a year to a year ago than it is now. So it's stagnating a bit. So I'm a bit worried that they just don't keep Star Wars hyped enough. They don't keep Star Wars as a thing that's just always there. Like there's always something from Star Wars going on. It's part of our lifestyle. That I think they want that, but it's not really coming across as in my opinion. I feel there's just missing. There's lacking. This it lacks a bit. So yeah, just lackluster in my opinion at the moment. And I hope they're gonna do something about it. It's not really want to fit in there. Um. So yeah, I do hope they gonna turn around really quick and come up some new juicy Star Wars stuff that we get in our on our hands on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis really soon now, because yeah, I just feel it's stagnating in a negative way, and it would be an absolute shame if people are just dropping off from the Star Wars hype train further and further till there's almost nothing left besides a small core group again, like it used to be. Because Star Wars does benefit from being much more open, much more accessible for a much wider audience than just a core group of fans. It benefits, in my opinion, because there's more budget available for more content and more movies, more this, more that. And I think that's only positive. So the more people on it now, the more stuff we get, and there will be a dark time again, like we had like in the early '90s and stuff like that. There will be a dark time for Star Wars again, and during that period, if we have tons and tons and tons of new lore and content ready, that period is so much easier to bridge than yeah, then we have, well, we have a lot now, but yeah, the more the merrier, in my opinion. And I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, so hey, maybe I'm completely wrong with my mindset, but yeah, you guys leave that in the comments and let me know more about that, because as I said, I'm not a subject matter expert or anything. I just sitting here building my model kit and just talking to keep the silence away. Let's see, A36. This is the with spruces, A36. Yep, here we go. And we almost have lag 2 done. Okay. So I'm gonna a few bits and pieces here. Let's see, this one goes like this up. Okay. And like this, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Checking if my work is good. Squeezy, squeezy. Why is it not flush? Where's the other one? Is it higher or lower? It's actually at the same height, so I'm good. I'm good. Didn't click as satisfying as with some of the other parts. That's a bit of unfortunate. That might be a little bit of a remainder of materials that are still there. Not sure. I'm still learning. You need to build a few of these kits to get a feel for it, like how to cut the pieces the best and how to do this or how to do that part better. It's a bit of a learning curve. Although these kits are not really hard to assemble, to do it better and more cleaner, etc. That takes some time to master that. I would say. But yeah, everybody can build a model kit, and then the difference gonna be in the details over time, of course. Um, 44. So now the spruce is becoming a bit emptied out already. Okay, so this one has the wheels on the outside, so the wheels have to be like this. Yep. I think this is a mouse droid. I think they used the foot as a mouse droid. Did they ever use them? Nah, they didn't, right? The mouse droid was a completely different design. I don't know if they used the feet parts of an astromech to design it, or, but it looks exactly the same in shape. B220. 20. Here we go. Beginning the astromech ready. So, I hope the Star Wars Mandalorian show also will bring us a lot new stuff, as in props, like blaster props or cool grappling hook type of gauntlets. And I don't know, I have all kinds of cool stuff like we didn't really see before. New droids, I hope. Whole bunch of them. I like L3. Yeah, L3, right? On the Han Solo. I really like that robot character. In general, I'm always a sucker for the droid characters. I think they always look fantastic in the Star Wars universe, and I always like to see more of them because yeah, they really have that typical Star Wars feel to them, and you don't have that in Star Trek, because I don't think there's a lot of droids. Yeah, besides the Borg, of course, but I don't see a lot of actual droids in Star Trek, and I think that makes sense in a real life situation. If I just draw the comparison a little bit, then droids would definitely enhance our day-to-day lives in the future. So I can see droids becoming something of an actual thing in the future, but not maybe in that shape or form, but yeah, in a fancy world, they exactly matching what I have for eyes. Did I'm doing this good stuff here? It's just I'm not cutting the wrong piece here. I'm not paying attention, right? C258. Yeah, I did cut the right piece. It just looks a bit weird in the picture. Okay, B221. That's a grader. And we're gonna get that one. I still have to review the Kylo Ren figure as well. So I need to do a full review of that figure as well. So I will do that probably somewhere tomorrow. And then I take this guy as well once it's completed. And we just do a catch all. And then we're doing an updated video of all the different model kits that I have so far and how they relate to each other in terms of the build time and the overall fun factor of building them, because that of course differs from figure to figure a bit. Some figures are a bit more complex, some figures are really easy to put together, etc, etc. So I think that's also a good indication, like which model kits I recommend, etc., based on those experiences, because you don't have to get all the kits, of course. I'm gonna try to complete all the kits because I just really enjoy everything they brought out. All these model kits are just really my cup of tea. So I want to actually collect all of the kits they have on the market, including those exclusive one, the C3PO, the black one, which is just a redeco, and I believe there's another exclusive one. Tea time, sorry guys. Okay, leg 2 is almost done. Part C2, 64 and 63. C2, 64, 64, 60, 64, 63. Okay, these are parts. They're relatively small as well. Good. Okay. These are also relatively smaller parts, relatively thin in size. So a bit of a note there. You have to be careful with some of the parts. Oh, I'm still bummed out that I broke the antenna. That was really, actually, it was super easy to break that part. Like I have to watch back that live stream bit, but I didn't feel like I didn't put that much pressure on it. But maybe somebody will correct me and say, no, dude, you definitely did put too much tension on it. Just let me know. It's also part of the building learning experience, like how much force I can use and not, and when to use force and when not to. It's just the integrity of some of the parts. I just need to, yeah, I need to learn when a part is of this thickness, you need to handle it this or that or this size. I don't know. It's just it's a learning curve, I would say, and it's gonna be super glued and it's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna lose sleep about it because I will fix it. And so the second leg is functional, missing the tubes. So I'm gonna do the tubes now. And let me see. Yep, found those tubes. I don't think I have doubles of this particular astromech. Well, we'll ask my wife to pick up some more when she's back in Hong Kong because this is a really nice candidate to use for recolors as well, where I just make different color schemes and whatnot. So yeah, some of the parts are not lining up as the way I want to. It's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, we have to fix that in due time. I just take this moment to learn from it. So now I'm gonna do the reverse thing again. So instead of following the instructions, I put the tube first in the bread toaster, which is on the side of his leg, and then I put it on the actual leg pack. And I feel that's way easier than if I do it the other way around. But maybe you guys have a different opinion about that. Maybe you built this kit already yourself. Maybe you have some tips for me. It's like, hey, for the next J5 R4 you're gonna build, you should do this and this, or you should make sure you have done that before. You prepped it in this way or that way, so I can learn that. That would be appreciated a lot. Thank you in advance. But yeah, these model kits, I will keep saying it, they're absolutely fantastic. They're just oh man, they're so fun. But it's a hard thing. Like you don't really have a feel for model kits if you never touch them, you never had experience with them. They just have the stigma that just yeah, they just have a certain stigma about them because they're being a model kit, and that's maybe, in my opinion, um, that. But I just feel like when I heard about model kits, I was not really stoked about them. I never was. They just felt for old folks that build like old Faust tanks and Panzerfaust. I mean Panzer tanks and all kind of that kind of stuff. Not Panzerfaust. I do know my World War II bits a bit, and that's not correct what I said. That was an anti-tank propeller, rocket propellant thing. Anyway, we have done 2 legs. We can move over to section 3, which is going to be the main body. B215. And again, sorry guys, if you are watching this live, leave in comments because I'm ignoring you. Well, actually I am, because I can't see the chat screen because the phone is angled away from me so you guys can see the live stream, and I just can't see any chat at all. And yeah, in due time I have to just get a laptop next to me and then just look at the laptop screen to see the chat, and then I can interact with you guys. But for now, if you don't mind, I just ramble because I have no issues talking for an hour or so about Star Wars now. I can keep going, which I don't have in front of real people. Like I will be more yeah closed down and more like I'm in the listening mode. I'm listening mode. Yeah, do you tell everything? I'm just gonna listen to you. But yeah, when I have a chance, all this stuff in my mind, in my brain, wanna leave, wanna be relieved. They wanna get let out. They wanna just they just wanna have their free airtime, and that's I can do perfectly fine with these live streams because then I don't have the pressure, etc. Like, oh, I don't know what they're gonna say about it, or how they're gonna react to this. You guys have to, some of you guys watching or girls watching, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know where I come from. Boom. Okay. It's gonna go like this. Now it's gonna go be the fun parts. Again, when this astromech is finished, it won't have all the paint decals, etc. It will be a very plain, dull looking astromech, and that's because I'm gonna hand paint it later, but I still need to save up some money and buy an air compressor. And yeah, I mean, one step at a time. It will come. It just take some time. I will really cherish these model kits because they're just so fantastic. I spent time on them. um I really feel invested with them. Every time I go to bed, I have both my Kylo Ren and C-3PO on my nightstand, and I just have to all look in awe to them, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool. It was a cool part. And I look at the individual parts, like, oh yeah, I remember I did that belt piece where, oh yeah, I remember I did that thing there. It's just fun. It's just fun. It really gives you a better emotional um, relationship with the end results, and it's just, yeah, worth it. So we got this one. Um, let's see. I really don't know how to do this kind of stuff, so I'm just gonna try a different technique. I just put the fell on the bottom, and just use the plastic to wear down the little knob that's left over from cutting this part out, the spruce. I I really don't know how I can make this more clean at the moment, so I definitely need advice, like, well, how can I clean up those little leftover pieces and make them look nice and flat without damaging any of the other plastic parts. I feel this is like definitely an experience based piece where you just really have to get a feel for it, how to clean up this kind of stuff. Yeah, shit, I'm messing up some of the plastic here. It's hard. I made it's gonna be hard to see for you, and you guys can't see it, but there's some dulling on the plastic. Some of the shininess of the plastic has been fell away, and that's kind of poopy. Um, so yeah, that's definitely on me. But definitely try to do it as clean as possible. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be an experience based thing to become better at building. Anyway, A37, A37, A37. Oh, cool, a colored piece in pink. Orange. Jeez, like a mustard orange color. That's gonna be an insert for the arm section where this foldable arm comes out. So just gonna go here. I really like that all these pieces are coming together so nicely. Yeah, like cool. So actually, I don't need to paint them, but I'm gonna paint them, like some weathering on it or something. It really brings out the details further. Because if I leave it like this, it's gonna be really dull and plasticky looking. This A34. Yep, that's that one. Okay. Well, we're getting super close now. Oh my gosh. This is the last page. Yeah, or not. Oh, it's not. It's not the last page. We still have a whole bunch of stuff to do. I was like, oh my god, I'm already finished. That's incredible. Okay. Yeah. Some ugly spot there. How long we're streaming for now? Another 30 minutes. Wow, this is really gonna take a lot longer than expected. This model, this little astromech, despite it only has what 6 steps or something, is gonna definitely take me more. I would say that 3 hours. It's gonna take me around 3 hours at least. I was thinking this whole thing I could do in 2 hours. As you see, I'm not racing, so that's also not the intent. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's a marathon, it's not a race. But that is pretty astounding that this little astromech is gonna cost me at least 3 hours to build, which is of course fantastic because it's just a really enjoyable process, at least in my opinion. But yeah, that's of course to each her own to decide if this is an enjoyable process for anybody to go through. I can understand some people just don't have that kind of patience, or they don't want to make that kind of patience. They just have other stuff to do. You just want to, I don't know, play some video games after work or something instead of sitting there for 3 hours making a little astromech droid. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have the little peck holes like this. It goes in like this. Here you go. Nice and flush. Wow, so many details already in this thing. It's insane. Really cool. C2. What is C2? That's this one, huh? Yep, C2, 52 and 51. Where are you guys? Oh, here you guys are. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised to know that this droid's gonna take me more than 3 hours to build, and it's gonna be much more in line with the C3PO build that I had. And yeah, I like the model kits if they take a bit longer. Like the Kylo Ren was really fast. That was just 2 hour build, and it was an easy build. So I definitely recommend Kylo Ren as one of the first ones to start with so far. Between the three that I have done so far, C3PO, J5, and the Kylo Ren one. But yeah, I definitely say of the three so far, Kylo Ren is definitely the easiest to get into. So yeah, for the first model kit, you might want to start off with something light, and then you can decide if that's yeah gonna be a fitting for your needs, and then move up from there. So yeah, I definitely be later able to do a rating as well, like when I got like most of the kits done, and then just say, okay, this is a 10, this is a 20. Okay, so wait, there's, oh, this one has, oh, okay, shit, no. See, and always read the freaking manual, dude. RTFM. I need to RTFM more, because it's actually said clearly in the instructions which piece goes where. This one is sits sticking out. I don't like parts sticking out. Yeah, it sticks out and it's angled. I don't like that. I just checked that. What's going on there? I don't know if it's supposed to be completely flush or stick out a bit, but I guess they have to stick out a bit. Yeah, no, they don't stick out at. Yeah, they do stick out. They do stick out. Yeah, okay, they're supposed to stick out. Nah, never mind. I'm talking to myself at this point, but these little rusters here, they're supposed to stick out a bit from the body, like a bit elevated. Sometimes I don't know which part should be sticking out, which one not, because they're not equal. Like the rusters are also very different. This one is horizontal, and this one, oh, this is just a wider horizontal. Yeah, it's hard. You don't know what I'm showing off here, but these things have so much details. It's insane. It's really really hard to see at the moment, but it's so cool. These model kits are amazing. They're really packed full of little details everywhere. Like if you have a few in your collection, you can look from all kinds of angles, etc. And it's just so dope to see little hatches, little doors, little this, little that. It's just fantastic. So cool. I definitely feel a bit like Bob Ross now, just chilling out, making cool stuff. It's awesome. It's awesome. Um, but yeah, at the 1 hour mark, I will stop the stream again, and then do another session tomorrow, and then we probably need another half hour to an hour to complete it out. But at the moment, I'm like, yeah, just take it easy, have fun, and tomorrow is another day. And, I think I'm gonna definitely need it. I would be surprised though if this build is gonna last me more than 3 hours, like 3.5, 4 hours. It might be. It might be. Without the painting, just the build of the actual figure itself. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, I have to take a zip of my tea. Yes, getting clean cuts. That is something I need to practice on a lot. I have a little piece there. Let me see. Some of it I can cut off sort of clean. I don't actually enjoy this fell so much. This flat one. There's a round one. Grabbing that off camera. Just grabbing the other application. Okay. Some hair on it. The heck. Okay. Yeah, these little knobbies, they're gonna bother me at some point, and I really have to get better at removing knobbies. But yeah, it is what it is for now. I'm just gonna have to live with it, and then maybe get some other tools later, tear them apart, these little model kits that are built in, and just clean them up nicely, and then do the nice paint job. Yeah, I got to go that route, I guess. Put this here as well. I try to put all the pieces that I've done so far on the light, so keep them separate. Then we go for this middle leg, which is B2 2419, which are these parts here, because this little Astrom leg also have a third leg. I really hope they're gonna make a chopper. My god, that would be awesome if they make a model kit chopper. I have to say the model kits department, I feel they not pushing really hard anymore with coming with a lot of new model kits, in my opinion, because as I said before, they're coming with the new droid from episode 9. Episode 9? Did I say it correct? Episode 10. Now the Rise of Skywalkers, the new droid, the green one with white and the singular feet wheel, with BB-8, and then a few new Poe Dameron TIE fighters, X-wings. She's the Resistance TIE fighter, Resistance X-wings, and some First Order TIE fighters, and I saw a new First Order trooper, but and of course the Star Destroyer. But besides that, I feel the lineup is a bit lackluster in new stuff. I wanted to see a lot more new model kits. So I hope for the new movie they come with a whole bunch of new model kits for the movie, um, and some maybe more vintage characters like from the original trilogy, stuff like that. Because I really want that this line is super like ambiguously big. Like there's actually like 300, 400 different Bandai Star Wars model kits to collect. Like it's super massive uh collection, and it keeps coming with new versions or upgraded versions or revised versions and stuff like that. I just enjoy that. I like to collect that kind of stuff, and that's what I want to do now. I want to fully focus on getting a full collection of all the different Bandai Star Wars model kits out there, and then have doubles for different paint job variations, etc., and customization stuff. That is what I like, and that is where I feel like I want to spend my money on, because it's just super satisfying, and I just really enjoy the results. So yeah, that's for me super cool. Yeah, really enjoy it. And it's a ton cheaper than custom lightsabers as well. It's a ton cheaper than custom lightsabers. So financially, that's also a nice benefit. That is something that can be said, and can be considered for anybody to look into. Um, but yeah, again, don't buy it retail. Buy these kits all retail, because then it's really expensive. Because they're all made in Japan, of course. There's import fees, etc. So you just wait till they're all they first hit the shelves, and then half year later, they all will be highly discounted because they didn't sell that well. Because most people are not into model kit building. and you take your chance and buy everything for half the price or cheaper. So that's my recommendation to anybody that want to get into this model kit stuff. There's so many good deals out there for these kits now. Not all of them, well, quite a bit of them. Um, yeah, I'm super happy I splurted out like I did. Like I really had a hinge for it. Like I really was like, I never did anything with model kit building, but I just really like the idea, and I think it's really gonna fit me. And I just went all out. I spent a lot of money on buying those 50 plus kits. I spent a lot of money. Still a lot cheaper than it is retail, of course. But I spent a lot of money on buying that stuff, and now I'm gonna really enjoy that because I'm just gonna build like there's no tomorrow. I can just keep building without having to order individual kits from expensive hobby websites and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm happy I did that. And actually, I regretted I didn't spend much more money on buy many more kits, like 100 kits or something like that. It's crazy to say because I'm probably spent around, I don't know. I don't want to exaggerate. I don't want to boast, guys. I just want to put things in perspective. But I think I spent more than $1,000 on these model kits, these 50 kits. That includes the premium grade Millennium Falcon, which I had for a steal of a price. The one I got was for 100 US dollar. That normally went for 500 US dollar on release day. That is the most high quality, great Bandai Star Wars model kit of the Millennium Falcon. I picked it up for $100. Actually, I picked up two, and I sold one for $200. So I got my Millennium Falcon for free. Yeah, sorry guys. That was just an opportunity I had, so I had to take. I wish I could sell more, and I could have funded more model kits for purchase to purchase. Um, but yeah, that was just perfect. I found it a thrift store in Hong Kong where they were basically letting go of a lot of the stuff that didn't sell great or something or good. What's a B34? Oh, it's this one. So yeah, there were three of them in that store, and I went crazy. Put it on Facebook. Somebody said, "Hey, I won't buy it for you. $200. Wow, super cheap. Are you cheating me or something?" And no, no. I said it's legit. Showed it off to the guys. Like, whoa, shit, dude, that's amazing. I want to buy it off you. So immediately sold it to him, shipped it over to him, and in 1 or 2 days it was with him in his house in the UK. Super happy with it. I bought mine immediately as well. I said thank you. Got one for free. So, but yeah, that was like the last few days before I left Hong Kong. So I didn't like I was legit on the last bits of money that we still had, and I didn't have much more time to try to get more people to buy more of my of those model kits to sell and then make some money of it to buy more model kits for myself. But yeah, if I had the chance, I would definitely have done that. Um, but yeah, that was just lucky. That I will do that model kit in a bit of time because it's a perfect grade model kit. It's first and foremost, it's gonna take a bunch of time to build. So I thought maybe around Christmas days because then there's several public holidays in one go, and that will be a perfect time to build like such a project because it's really like a project. But then the whole painting thing of scheme of things I don't have ready yet. I don't have like a compressor with for spray painting, etc. So I need that as well. I need that as well in order to do a proper job. um I'm gonna finish this bit here, and I'm gonna end the live stream because it's almost 55 minutes now. So yeah, that is I think that is enough. Yeah, I would say that that will be enough because we then build the front part, the back part. Excuse me, that will be now where we're gonna. Oh man, this is already looking so dope. Holy smoly! Oh man, this is so cool. you guys really have to build model kits in order to get that satisfaction. You probably don't get that from watching this video now, but it's just uh, getting all these parts to line up, and then you get a whole chunk of the model kit ready. Um, that is super cool. Okay, it's supposed to be that way. Okay, it comes out like this. Cool, but this one needs a little bit of love to get all the parts lined up. Okay, there it's flushed here. This flushed there. Okay, it's flushed. Yeah, no, it's actually all flush. Cool. It looks like a gunk droid now. Gunk, gunk. So I'm gonna put the side parts in. Oh my god, I cannot. I almost can put the whole thing together. That's insane. Oh, something unclicked for a second. Oh man, it's so dope. This is so cool. We really getting close now. Again, I don't want to make it into a race because then it's not enjoyable. Because if you just rush it to get it done quickly, you first and foremost have more chance to mess things up. And again, that's not the spirit of model kit building, in my opinion. I think it's really about the finesse and the relaxing mind of state you get out of it. It's just so relaxing. It's just it really it for me it really helps to relax my mind because I'm building and there's nothing else to it. It's just me building and I'm just getting completely soaked into it. Like I get completely absorbed into the instructions, seeing the results slowly going together. It's just yeah, it's just cool, man. It's really cool. Yep. Okay, cool. So we got these two parts in there. And that means that means probably I can put the head on it and the dome already. Crazy. C257. This is the last. Oh no, it's not the last piece. They're just these two pieces here. A little bit hard to see for you guys, and then we finished with this page. And then we have two more pages, of which one is just the base, which we don't have because that's with the rocket boosted R2-D2, which I also have. And then for the next build, I have a first order stormtrooper lined up, which I'm also super excited for. C257. I really like the 1/12 scale action figures in this model kit line. Later we'll do the vehicles. I do feel the vehicles probably going to be more of a challenge because I just think they're just a bit more challenging to build than the actual action figures like these ones. I think these ones are a bit more beginner friendly. I don't know why though. Maybe I'm completely wrong with that idea that I have there. Okay, that's a little piece there. And then we have A33. Which one is A? Oh, it's this one. Is it A? No, it's D6. A33. A33. Yep. Is this one not empty already? Oh, wow. There's literally one part on this spruce left. So then this one is done. And for now, I just keep all the little spruces and individual parts, just hang them around, put them in a box. I'm not throwing away the boxes either and the leaflets. I really feel of these model kits, they're so high quality that even the booklets and the boxes are really something I want to keep. Just there has something really nice about them, luxurious. I really not can let them go. Like I really don't want to throw them away. So I'm definitely not gonna do that, which I normally don't have with, let's say, the Black Series Hasbro figures or even the Bandai Figure Arts figures. I don't keep the box normally, but I really don't want to keep all that crap. But with these ones, I really feel like I don't want to miss out by letting one of these boxes go. It's just too cool. Okay. A little hatch. A hatch. And it goes like there. Okay. So for this part, I need to make sure it's flush. There's a little bit of residue here. So, yep. Okay. Where was it? It's this part here. Cool. Really nice. Like you can really add so much flavor and taste to it by painting the underneath that little grater and have the grater all dirtied up like oil comes out or something. Like you can make it so insanely accurate and crazy. It's so, yeah, I just love it. I love that about the model kits. There's so much details that you can add in there. It's insane. It's already there. You just have to paint it up and bring it to the next level. B230, and that's the hardest part, though. I think of these kits. Don't get me wrong, but the good model kit builders, they are truly artists. What they can do with paint applications and whatnot, and weathering techniques, it's just it's insane. This part I need to be careful. Yeah. Okay. So this is a door. These are doors or hatches to hide the little utility hands and helper things that are beneath that. Like when, for example, R2-D2 get hit, and you got like an electric overcharge, for example, then all these little tools are exposed. Like it's I don't know what they are, like some taser gun or yeah, I don't know, welding machine. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, so this hatch goes obviously here. I don't think there's some difference in left or right. Oh, this one is longer. Okay. Or she's going this side. Oh, it's different sizes. That's the little. Oh, the little knob is still not flush enough. Let me see. This piece clicks in there. Okay. Interesting. They let me do this first. But probably they just don't want to. They basically expect me not to display it, destroy it with the arms sticking out, like the little accessory arms, which I will show later in the review part. That's why I want to have multiple of these figures, so I can display them as well in different configurations. That was the whole idea with getting me multiples of the stormtroopers, etc. So I got 3 stormtroopers, 3 clone troopers, and 3 first order troopers, the same exact same figure. But then at least I can like display it in different configuration. One is a heavy gunner, another one is this, another one that. You know, you get the point. Yes, it's supposed to be like this or this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Cool. Cool. And they're flush. Wow, they're super flush. Almost seamless. Okay, now I guess this is the moment where I just can put on the lag, so I'm gonna do that just for completion. And then we have that done as well. Oh, this is cool. My very first 6-inch how to angle this. Oh, I can angle his front feet. I forgot. I can pivot it. That's so dope. Okay, and then the feet needs to stick out a bit more. If not, well, I have to figure out. I think I can pull out this middle leg a bit more, but oh yeah, oh that's what. Yeah. No. I have to admit, for this video, I watched the R2-D2 build of by the Foosh YouTube guy, and I watched how we get the little middle leg out, and then you have to take off the hat and push here in this rod, push the rod down to get the middle leg out. That's how you have to do it. It's a bit of a, yeah, extra step. It's not ideal. It just has to be done that way. But let me see why. If I angle these ones, okay. I'm just looking at the bread toasters underneath his feet. Okay, and then this one can fit on there. Yeah, cool. Cool, man. We almost have it. It's almost complete. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Let me bring up the camera a little bit so you guys can see it a bit better, the detailing. And then tomorrow we're going to continue the build. And then, yeah, we're going to finish her up. So definitely a build that's going to last you at least 2.5 hours. And you're probably going to be at the same level as me when you start out. So don't worry. It's going to be perfectly fine. Okay, let me hold her up a little bit. So this is what we got so far. And you can see there's tons and tons of little details. These model kits are definitely lighter than hollow. You can definitely feel the hollowness. They're just light plastic. But they still have tons and tons and tons of little details. Like super dope. So tomorrow we're gonna finish him up. And hopefully you guys liked it. Thanks for watching. I wish you a great day. And see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mess this thing always up. Pressing the button. Let me do it like this. Oh, God. Telephone, please don't die on me. Sorry, guys. This is very professional. Hey, Stitch. Oh, by the way, Stitch. Sorry, I just didn't see your message yet. Let me get in touch with you. Because I still needed to get in touch with you. Sorry. I was trying to get in hold on you, but I didn't manage yet. I will reach out to you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.